Hello my Fishead friends, Joe here. So today I thought I'd give you guys a real quick update on my little goldfish here. I want to start by saying thank you to everybody who gave me some advice and pointed me in the right direction. That was super helpful. I posted that video at like midnight my time, and when I woke up in the morning I had 3 or 4 responses and got several more throughout the day. So that was really cool. I really appreciate that, guys. So the story with this, what happened was I had an ammonia spike, which is what most everybody said, and yeah, it was fully my fault. This tank is my hospital tank, and over the last couple months, it's pretty much just been, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. It's been filling up with plants. My Petco clearances out plants when they get, a few weeks old and start looking kind of crummy. So I get a bunch of plants for half off, and that's been working out pretty good for me. And so one night I came across some Purigen. I wasn't sure how old it was, so I just wanted to recharge it. So I made up the bleach solution and put it in a Tupperware, and this was right before I went to bed. And it was just, one of these little containers, not that big. It was probably not even half full. And right before bed, I set that container on top of this tank. Hindsight, that was super dumb. And then so I set it on top of the tank, go to bed. Next morning, the container was mostly empty, and it was cracked. It all dripped right into the tank. So that killed my cycle. That killed some of the plants. Some of them recovered. All the plants in here now were not all in there at the time. But yeah, so I killed the cycle, and that was about 4 or 5 weeks ago, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, something like that. My sense of time gets real wonky in the winter. So anyways, I got the tank cleaned, rinsed everything, gave it a good once over. I cleaned out the filter media. I'm running this canister down here. Rinsed it all out, got it going again, restarted the cycle. Got the plants, salvaged what I could and threw away what I had to. So the cycle was going. I wasn't really testing or monitoring. I just knew it was going. I had plants in there to help me. And yeah, that was it. So a couple weeks ago now, and this was at least 4 weeks after I torched all my bacteria and stuff. I saw this guy. I was at Petco, saw him, fell in love with him, but I didn't get him that night. Went back a few days later. He was still there, and I just couldn't resist him at that time. So I got him. I knew my tank would need some work. I knew it wasn't going to be fully cycled, but I figured it was moving along. It had been, like I said, 3 or 4 weeks. So I got him, brought him home, and then I started really monitoring the water with the test strips, and test strips showed nitrite and nitrate. So I assumed the cycle was past the ammonia stage. I mean, again, my fault, kind of dumb. But seeing I had nitrite in here, I went and grabbed this internal filter from my cichlid tank upstairs. And by the end of the night, all the nitrite was gone. It was just nitrate. So I figured I was good to go. But I think a combination of, I still had some plants in there just kind of rotting away. You probably saw that in the last video. And then the feeding increased. I was putting food in the tank to cycle it and get it used to receiving food. But I increased the feeding a little bit with this guy. So all that put together created that ammonia spike that started giving him the red spots that you saw in the last one. But after a few days of water changes, all signs of that red disappeared. I did 30% water changes twice a day, and that's mainly just because of, kind of convenience. I planned on doing it twice a day. You can also do just large water changes once a day, or just monitor it and you can get what works for you. So after a few days of water changes, he looked fine. He's doing great now. He's still cruising around. He's getting a little fatter, and he just looks happy, loving life. So that's what I got for you guys. Again, it was my own dumb fault. I rushed into it. This guy was a bit of an impulse the second time around, and it is what it is, and I recovered, learned my lesson, and we'll move on from there. Sorry about the top of my tank is all crusty from, old hard water stains and stuff. This is an old tank that was garbage picked and then given to me. So that's what I got. This guy is doing fantastic. Hopefully in the future I'll be doing updates on him and the little buddies we will be getting for him. And yeah, so stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for more videos. I plan on starting to release again. So thanks for watching, guys, and thanks again for everybody that helped. Talk to you later.